I'm going to give you 3 tricks that you can use in your workout today in order to get rid of bloating or water retention fast. Tip number one, use your full body and resistance workouts. You guys, here's the thing. Use your full body in your resistance workouts. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you are trying to get rid of water retention, when you are trying to reduce bloating, you have 2 goals, okay? You want to create metabolic disturbance because that's always good, all right? That's always the goal. Creating a metabolic disturbance is always the goal. But the second thing that you really want to do when you're holding water, when you're bloated, when you've had that accidental overindulgence, your rings are tight, you can't get them off, you need to sweat. You need to get hot and you need to sweat. And quite frankly, doing body part split workouts, with the exception of leg day, because leg day is always the beast. So standing there, you guys, like doing arm curls, that's not going to do it. It's not going to get you hot. It's not going to make you sweat. And it's not going to give you the metabolic disturbance that you need in order to get rid of this bloating fast. So tip number 1 was use your entire body when you do resistance workouts. The more muscle you use, the better. But besides just making sure that you're hitting every body part, you know, you could easily do squats and push-ups and things like that. You're going to turbocharge this even more to get the maximum result. Number 2, okay? Second thing you want to do, you guys, is you want to use combination moves. So remember, I said your goal. Remember I said you want to create metabolic disturbance. Remember I said you want to create body heat. You want to sweat. You want to get it out. That's what you want to do. So when you create combination moves, it does that even more. You are increasing the amount of muscle that you're using with each exercise and you're not adding more time to your workout. So here's an example, right? So let's just say that you're used to doing like arm curls. I'm going back to that example, right? So bicep curls if you're fancy, but arm curls for those of you that maybe don't know that this is your bicep. So you're doing arm curls, right? You want to do that because you want to work on your arms, but you need to get hot. You need to create metabolic disturbance. You can now add that to a squat. So now you're doing squat and arm curl at the same time. By creating that combination move, you're using more muscle, you're creating more metabolic disturbance, and you're increasing your body heat and you're sweating and you are getting that water out. That is helping with eliminating the water retention, you guys. And I'm going to give you a bonus. You can do squat and curls 2 different ways. You can squat down with straight arms, stand up and curl, right? That's good. You're definitely adding metabolic resistance. It's still going to make you sweat. But you can get really crazy and you can squat down, and while you're in the down position, you can curl and release and then stand up. Hello, leg burn. That bonus was free, no charge, right? You got that? So thing number 2 that you want to do is you want to use combination moves. Number 3, you guys, use strategic stacking. Strategic stacking is just intentionally ordering your exercises in a way that maximizes your effort. Basically, that's a fancy way to say you order your exercises to make your workout hard. You kick your own booty by putting your exercises in the right order. Now, there are a lot of different ways that you can strategically stack. You can strategically stack for more muscle definition. You can strategically stack for more metabolic disturbance and more sweat. That's what we're going to talk about today. So the way that you use strategically stacking for more metabolic resistance, more metabolic disturbance, and more sweat is you alternate body positions. So you do a standing up move, an on the floor move, a seat. Well, we don't sit down much in my workouts, but a standing up on the floor, standing up on the floor, standing up on the floor. So what that would look like, guys, is when we work out, a lot of people tend to do like everything standing, then everything seated, then everything on the floor. And that's a neat little way to wrap up the workout, right? No, you want it to be sloppy. You want it up, down, up, down, up, down, because that's going to maximize your metabolic disturbance and your sweat. So here's what that would look like if you're combining all 3 points that I mentioned, right? If you're using your full body, if you're using combination moves, and if you're strategically stacking for metabolic disturbance and sweat, here's how that will look. We're going to keep that squat to curl, right? So you're squatting and curling, squatting and curling. You get rid of your reps or your time, whatever it is that you determine, when you're done. Now you go down on the floor and you do push-up row combination, right? So you've got a dumbbell in between your two hands. You do a push-up. When you come to the top, you row with each arm back down to a push-up. And now you stand back up and it's back to squat and curls. Guys, it is crazy. It's super simple, but I promise you that you will feel your heart rate go up way faster. You will feel your body getting hot a lot faster. You will be dripping sweat. When you are done, when you either go in the bathroom at home or at the gym and it's time to be done, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and say, did I do cardio or did I do weights? Or you're going to do this in the morning, do it. What exactly did I do? Because why am I so sweaty? All right. So guys, that was it. My 3 workout tricks to get rid of bloating fast. You can do it today.